You know, Pavitra, I'm starting to really like this festival now that I've learned so much about it. Also, Ganeshji is so cute now. But why do we have to say goodbye to him? And even if we have to, why do we have to drown him? Isn't there a better way?
Arey Reva, Visarjan doesn't mean we drown him. Ganpati ji is always in our hearts. That is why we do Visarjan.
Oh, so I have you in my heart. Should I do your Visarjan?
Arey, you've got me wrong. Just like every other ritual in our culture has a reason, so does this one. And I know just the perfect person to tell us about it. Swami Swatmananda of Chinmaya Mission, South Mumbai, is one of the most dynamic leaders of Chinmaya Mission.
Hari Om. Thank you, Pavitra and Reva. That was an interesting conversation that has set the background. So it is a beautiful tradition that we have. Visarjan. The word Visarjan means special creation actually. One meaning is special creation. The Vishesha Sarjan, new creation, special creation. Other meaning is dissolution. So the beautiful language Sanskrit, the same word has opposite meanings. Creation also, dissolution also. Same way, Vigneshwara means one who can remove all obstacles and who also puts obstacles. He puts obstacles in the path of people who are doing adharma, and he removes obstacles of the people who are following dharma. So now why do we do Visarjan? See, 10 days when we have brought Bhagavan in the Murti and we have worshipped the Lord, that is called Upasana. Upasana helps us to cultivate those qualities which are the qualities of the Lord. Like Gurudev said, Hindus are not idol worshippers. We are worshippers of the ideal behind the idol. So the ideals represented by Lord Ganesha, we internalize. And 10 days when we have worshipped the form, the devotee also chants on the Swarup of Bhagwan. What is the Swarup of Bhagwan? So in Ganapati Atharva Shirsha, when the devotee chants, we know it's said beautifully, Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi, Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi, Dhartasi, Hartasi, Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi. You are all this whole universe. And where are you? Tvam Sakshad Atmasi Nityam. You are the self in me. So you are not only in my heart, you are my heart. The heart of ours is Aham, I. That which will never get destroyed. So I'll give you one nice opportunity today. It's an opportunity all of you have to set a Guinness Book of World Record. Are you interested? So the task to be performed is, you have to become aware of your non-existence. Can you become aware of your non-existence? I am not. Can you feel I am not? If you feel I am not, you have set a Guinness Book of World Record. Till today, nobody has been able to feel that. Why? Because in our heart all the time, I am, aham, that is there all the time. So the devotee realizes that pure I is the Ganesha Tattva, is indestructible, unborn, unchanging, pure consciousness. And that devotee is so thrilled that Lord whom I have worshipped outside, who I have thought that is only this form, then whom I worshipped as the whole universe, is in my own heart. Now that the oneness is there, the devotee with lot of joy and celebration does the Visarjan of the form. And you may say, why Visarjan of the form is required? See, when you reach a destination, will you not alight from the vehicle and go to the destination? Or will you keep sitting? When this Havan is over, all of you will log out from Zoom, na? Or will you say, no, I love Zoom. I just want to be with Zoom all the time. No, the job is over, finished. Tata, bye-bye. So the form is Bhagavan who is unmanifest. temporarily manifests in form to lead us back to formless. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, Avyakta dini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva. What is unmanifest before temporarily manifests as form, again becomes unmanifest. All of us are like that. When we are in deep sleep, we are unmanifest. Then when we wake up, our parents realize, oh God, the Rakshasa has woken up now. And when we again go back to sleep, we are again unmanifest. So from unmanifest to manifest, manifest to unmanifest, that is what it is. Infinite appears as one form to lead us back to the infinite. So it's a special creation. The special creation is I am Brahman. That knowledge arises, and in that knowledge, form has to dissolve. And it is beautiful. When the knowledge arises, our attachment to the body dissolves. And as our attachment to the body dissolves in our sadhana, that knowledge becomes more and more firm. So this is why dissolution is very important. And dissolution is with creation. Dissolve body identification, evolve to realize the absolute. So this is one meaning of Ganapati Visarjan. It's a beautiful symbolism from Vedanta. And see how our great rishis embedded the highest knowledge of form to formless in this simple ritual of Ganesh Visarjan. And also it is that we learn to become detached. Like Reva said in the beginning, that why should we do Visarjan? We love Ganpati Bhagwan so much, and he's so cool and he's so adorable. Bhagwan also teaches us that we should learn to let go. We can't be possessive. So many sorrows in life, they come because we are possessive in life. Parents love their children, but when the child has to go abroad to study or stay in a hostel in this country, or get married, settle down, maybe the child has a new life now, so the attention the child gives is much lesser. So parent has to learn how to let go. Those whom we love, if we don't let them go, that love will become bondage, that will become possessiveness, attachment, that will make both the parent and the child, the lover and the beloved, they will feel pain, sorrow, misery. Then they want to rebel. So Bhagavan teaches us, learn to let go. In life, if we know this technique of how to let go, in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Tyagat Shanti Anantaram. The moment you do Tyaga, that moment you will get Shanti, immediate. See, holding on is very difficult. So if I have to hold this bottle, what is the weight of this bottle? Maybe some 350 grams, 500 grams. Right now it is 350 grams, 500 grams. But if I hold it for a minute, it will look as though it is half a kilo. Slowly it will look as though it is 1 kilo. Slowly it will look as though it's 5 kilos. The weight is the same, but it appears heavier to me. The longer we hold, the heavier it is. Now think about that. To put it back, to put down, it took such a less time. Quickly I just put it down, I am free. Tyagat Shanti Anantaram, all pain gone. To hold on is great effort. To let go is not a great effort. But today in our life, we are holding on to things so tightly that to let go has become difficult. So Ganeshji teaches us, come on, learn to let go in life. It can be anything, hurt, pain, regret, sorrow, somebody dumped me, somebody ditched me, anything. How many young people today are just jumping from a terrace because some girl or a boy dumped them? So what? There are thousands available. That fellow didn't deserve me. Finish. Tata, bye bye. You jump if you want. I'm not going to jump. So point is, learn to let go. Then nobody can hurt us. 3. Traditionally Ganpati Bhagwan was made in clay. Only from mud. People used to make from the mud the form. And why only mud? Because our body is also predominantly made from earth, from mud. You see, every creature has a different element that predominates in their body. Like Devata's body is predominantly made up of fire. That's why they are called Dev. Dev means to illumine, it is light, fire. Those who have gone to Kailash, they would have seen, some of you would have seen that early morning, 2 o'clock or so, there are lights which come down into the Mansarovar lake, take a dip and again go back. They are supposed to be Devatas. So Devatas have a fire body. The Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, they have a body which is Vayu Pradhan. They are in the Bhuvar Loka, interspace. Then Agni Pradhan over Vayu Pradhan. Then there is Jal Pradhan. Those are aquatic creatures, are water predominant. And then there is Prithvi Pradhan, is our body. And that's why, you know, what is the quality of Prithvi? In Vedanta Tattva Bodh it is said, smell is the predominant quality of earth. And that's why our body also stinks. That's why when you do every single day, we have to clean this body, apply makeup, cosmetic, then we appear so lovable. Who is lovable? Actually, cosmetic is lovable, not this body. At a certain stage, it looks lovely. Otherwise, it is made up of dirt, filth and all that only. That's why Devata comes. And the Devatas can't stand the stink of human body. So they say, Jaldi, Jaldi, ask what you want. Tathastu, gone. They don't want to stay here because our body stinks. Horrible this is. But we are so attached to my body. Oh, apply fairness cream, and if one wrinkles have come, then apply Botox and apply dye and put denture and whatnot one does to just present this body. Ah, I am so lovely. And nobody wants to be old. Old people also say, Swamiji, can we attend this program for 13 to 30? We are young at heart. Very good. This body of ours is terrible. So Bhagwan's form is made up of clay, and when the Visarjan of that Murti happens, Bhagwan is telling us, come on, drop this identification to this body. By dissolving the form of Bhagwan, Bhagwan is telling us, dissolve your attachment to this body. This is a body made up of mud, nothing else. Mud alone is real. From material standpoint, the form is not real. Before the form was created, mud was there. After the form is dissolved, mud is there. Same way, before this body, what was there? After this body, what will remain? What is changeless? That is one absolute truth. Come to realize that. Lastly, you know, there was this video which was going around, people worshipping Lord Ganesha in Ghana. So beautifully they said in that, you know, they said that when we dissolve, now why only in water we have to dissolve? You know, we can destroy in other ways also. We can just crumple it, we can burn it, we can do anything. Why only water? Because water is symbolic of flow. Flow means detachment. Flow is the nature of life. Everything flows in life. Anything that stagnates will die. So in the flow of life, as we are proceeding in life, we should learn to become detached. Go with the flow. Don't get stagnated. So in the water, when we dissolve the form, completely disintegrates. And again next year, from that same mud, we again make another murti. So that's the beautiful aspect where we dissolve Lord Ganesha. And when we dissolve in oceans, what happens? In that video, they said very beautifully that when we dissolve in the oceans, the water of the oceans go to the whole world. So our good wishes go to the entire world. You know, the same water of the ocean become clouds, they travel everywhere. And they go to the entire world and the rains happen. So blessings of Lord Ganesha go to the whole world. That's such a nice way to think about that. And they also said that we have, Ganesha is a remover of obstacles. So all our obstacles Lord Ganesha has taken and he has gone into the ocean. Our problems and challenges are dissolved. So these are various reasons why Visarjan is done. And though we love Lord Ganesha very much, Bhagwan says, I am going, and I'll come back soon. And we also say, Ganpati Bappa Moria, Purcha Varchi Laukarya. Come back again. So if somebody says, oh, but you already realized the formless, then why should form come back again? See, all great masters, they worship the formless. They realize the absolute, which is beyond form and formless. But you will still see them worshipping a form so that they set example for others. Like Gurudev used to go to our Jagdishwar Mandir or Ram Mandir, and he established so many temples across the world. Arunaji told you about those. Because others need. We still need form, we still need support, and that's why you will find great masters worshipping the form, even doing japa. Gurudev used to have a mala with him all the time. So he sets example for all of us. So this journey from form to formless to form will continue, and many people will continue to realize the absolute in their own heart. Bolo Ganapati Bappa Moria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. I couldn't have asked for a better explanation than this. Worshipping the ideal behind the idol, the ability to let go, the flow being the nature of life. Thank you for clearing all our doubts. And I never have thought that saying goodbye to someone could have so much meaning behind it. Worshipping the form, transitioning into worshipping the formless. A difficult concept, simplified in such a beautiful manner. I couldn't have been more amazed. And I'm sure all of us here will make it to the Guinness World Book of Records under your guidance.
Actually, you don't need to, because you can't. You can't become I am not. You can try as much as you like, but nobody will succeed. My prayers are nobody succeeds. Because you are immortal. Right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thanks a lot, Swamiji. Otherwise, Reva would have definitely drowned me in water if you were to not explain. But thank you so much, Swamiji. You cleared all of our doubts very well.